Tonight on KGW News, new video from a street fair interrupted by gunfire.
But people were saying, get away from Mississippi Avenue.
The innocent bystander hit by a stray bullet. Plus, burning rubber and bad behavior as street racers take over Portland's Fremont Bridge. Then finding connection late in life for a group of men who worried they'd never see old age.
They lived through a period of time when nearly all of their friends died.
A story all about support for HIV survivors. And later, a stunning sight at the iconic Haystack Rock. But wait till you see where this cougar went next. Good evening, and we begin with new and frightening details about a shooting that rocked a popular Portland street fair. Thanks for joining us. I'm David Molko. Police now say there are 2 victims, including a woman who was struck by a stray bullet as she was leaving the Mississippi Street Fair Saturday in North Portland. Catherine Cook's in the newsroom. Catherine, you talked to people who witnessed the aftermath there.
And David, that includes the band that was performing when the shooting happened. Cell phone video of their performance shows how quickly the evening went from celebration to chaos.
Saturday night at the Mississippi Street Fair. On stage, the Low Bar Corral. It was just after 8. There was singing and smiling until there wasn't. You can see people flooding past the stage, frightened by the sound of gunfire.
And that was, I think, the most alarming thing to see. It was all these kids running toward me. And they looked scared. They looked upset.
Jenny Baker is a producer with the Low Bar Corral. She took the video before she and her bandmates also ran to safety.
If you see people running, it's time to go.
Police say at the time, 2 crime scenes were unfolding. Witnesses told police they saw a man with a gun fighting with a man who had a knife. It appears one man was stabbed near North Mississippi Avenue and Beach Street. Then the fight moved a few blocks away and the shooting happened at North Kirby and Failing Street. As bullets flew, police say one of them struck a woman who just left the street fair. An innocent bystander, not connected to the disturbance, now seriously injured.
It makes me cry just thinking about it.
Jenny shared the video she took with police. Investigators are asking others to do the same. They're trying to identify possible suspects. They hope video from doorbell cameras and surveillance systems from homes and businesses will help.
I hope that they'll turn it over to the police so the police can do their job.
Police say the stabbing victim in this case has not come forward. If you have any information about what happened or video that could offer some clues, you're asked to contact Portland Police. We'll post specific information about who to reach out to on KGW.com. David.
Catherine Cook reporting tonight. Thank you, Catherine. Let's get you caught up on tonight's other headlines now. Detectives now say the deaths of 4 women found in and around Portland are linked. The victims are Kristen Smith, Charity Perry, Bridget Webster, and Ashley Reel. While police aren't naming a suspect, Willamette Week reports a man named Jesse Calhoun is a person of interest. Calhoun has a lengthy criminal history and was released from prison early when former Governor Kate Brown granted him clemency in 2021. KGW has confirmed that status was revoked by Governor Tina Kotek on July 3rd, and Calhoun is now back behind bars. A grand jury has indicted the man accused of brutally beating a Southeast Portland food cart owner. 40-year-old Daniel Warren is charged with assault and bias crime. He's accused of attacking Dorrell Preston, the owner of Laurel's Chicken Shack on Southeast 52nd and Foster. This was back on June 15th. Preston's lawyer says Preston was on the phone with his wife when Warren attacked him unprovoked while shouting racial slurs. In Clackamas County, firefighters are working to put out a growing fire southeast of Estacada. The 224 fire, as it's called, started Sunday afternoon not far from Highway 224 and Promontory Park. Crews are fighting from the ground and the air and are hoping to get a control line around it tonight. The fire is estimated at 31 acres. Evacuation levels remain at level 1 or be ready for areas nearby. And Portland saw 3 deadly crashes this weekend, including this one Saturday evening on Southeast Cesar Chavez Boulevard and Taylor. Today we found out the victim, Jean Diaz, was waiting at a bus stop when a car rolled off the road. and onto the sidewalk. The driver is accused of being drunk. Now, later that night, a motorcyclist was killed in a crash on Marine Drive. And then on Sunday night, a pedestrian was hit and killed on I-5 at Northeast Weidler. The summer months are often the deadliest on the road, and police are asking people to use extra caution. That is not a celebration. This is what it was like in Northwest Portland overnight. The sound of screeching tires, fireworks, it all woke neighbors up around 1:30 as street racers took over the upper deck of the Fremont Bridge. A witness telling us it lasted about an hour and there did not appear to be any police response. That was not the only place hit hard by street racing this weekend. People living near Northeast Fremont and 72nd said they heard gunshots and smelled burning rubber for at least 2 hours. These are just a few of the videos off the Snapchat map there. And then at Northeast Prescott and 60th, people looted a 7-Eleven during a street takeover there. So brazen, the owner says they even climbed behind the counter and stole up to $15,000 worth of goods in less than 20 minutes. You see it on the surveillance video here. The clerk said he talked to the police. They told him they couldn't help.
I can't help you out because too much crowd outside. I can't do anything. And if they broke the windows or anything, then I'm coming. Then cop is coming. I say, oh, you guys waiting for somebody kill us? Then you guys come? And they say, I'm sorry, I can't help you out. And they hang up the phone.
Well, the mayor's office tells us Portland police are beefing up their traffic division, and they have started performing stings at street takeovers, resulting in arrests. Meanwhile, a statewide law increasing penalties for those caught street racing, that goes into effect in September. New this evening, we have a story about a group of people who lived through the worst of times. For years, many living with HIV were stigmatized and shunned, and most lost loved ones, partners, and friends somewhere along that way. In the 90s, advances in drugs and care made survival and a long, healthy life possible, though those losses would never be forgotten. So tonight, Alma McCarty introduces us to a group striving to reach long-term survivors to help them age well.
On a Thursday afternoon in Old Town, happy hour in full swing.
I'm very proud that I am with this group.
The conversation comes easy. The camaraderie is clear. They bond over a shared interest in living a fulfilling life, in aging well.
I am proud of every year. I fought like hell to get here.
When so many of their friends and partners
It was a death sentence.
could not.
I met new people and had new support, and they died. So it was just a continuation, it went on for a long time.
Glenn Larson and Jean Bishop, Robert Craig, Michael Wilson, and Brett Conry, all long-term survivors of HIV.
I spent 60 or 90 days in jail in Los Angeles County for kissing somebody on the forehead.
Unfortunately, stigma still exists around HIV, even though it's been 42 years since the first cases were emerging.
We had 2 roommates, and one of the roommates was really sick, and we took him to the hospital, and he died that night. Then my other roommate died in 6 months, and then my partner died.
It's been long that we had to start thinking about living to a ripe old age for people with HIV.
The question was, did I have 3 years or did I have 6 years? But I really didn't think I had more than that. I certainly didn't think I had 37 years.
A big part of this is just the universal experience of aging.
Cascade AIDS Project asked Jim Clay, who worked for decades in public health and HIV services, to survey this population of aging adults.
There are so many needs that each of us, any of us have. You, me, all of us. But there's one thing that was unique to people who are aging with HIV, and that is loneliness.
To fight that loneliness, about 5 years ago, he helped form social groups like this one, creating a path to community.
So we're just trying to make connections between people, and so far it seems like it's successful.
Oh, it's essential for me to have a group like this in order to move forward.
I think the best thing that anybody can do is to be seen, and to see and to be seen, and to know that someone cares about me outside there. and that I don't have to hide who I am.
I have been sort of by myself for many years because my partner passed away from complications of Alzheimer's, and now I'm trying to rejoin the living. So here I am on this beautiful sidewalk in this beautiful city.
The sense of belonging, sense of community, for me is so very important.
There is a new generation that is so accepting, heterosexual or gay. They're so accepting. To me, I have no fear of coming down here.
No fear, only fellowship and friends who will return week after week.
It's rather glorious that many of us died, most of us died, but some of us did not.
Long-term survivors aging well.
Now, Jim tells me there are other activities to participate in, from walks in the park to exercise groups, smaller gatherings over coffee, get-togethers over the weekend, just organic ways to build community, build bonds, and thrive. He says the only eligibility requirement, support the well-being of older adults affected by HIV.
And you know what? I think that accepting and open spirit is something we all can aspire to.
Absolutely.
Thank you.